Hi guys, Casper MMA here, and today we're back with another UFC predictions video on the channel. Today giving my predictions for UFC 321, Aspinall versus Gane. I've been waiting a while now to make another UFC prediction video. I didn't make one the last week or two because I didn't like the cards enough to make prediction videos, but we've got a pay-per-view here, so I'm looking forward to giving my predictions today. But before I get into it, make sure if you guys are new around here and you're enjoying this content, you go down below and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's really appreciated. So there's currently 14 fights on this week's card, and we kick things off with the first fight of Jacqueline Amarim versus Mizuki Inoue. Now, Amarim is a 10-1 Brazilian woman, 30 years of age. She's currently 4-1 in the UFC. Only one loss coming in a debut to Sam Hughes, but since then she's looked really good. 4 finishes in a row. 3 of the last 3 fights have all won by submission. Got a KO in there as well. I mean, pretty much all her wins. Well, yeah, pretty much all her wins have come by submission. She's got 2 KOs as well. She's never won by decision, so she's an exciting women's fighter. She's quite good. Inoue, on the other hand, is a Japanese woman, 15-6, 31 years of age. Currently 2-1 in the UFC. Hasn't fought since 2023, so she took a bit of time out, but she won a decision in her last fight. Lost to Amanda Lemos, but she's got 2 wins by decision in the UFC. I mean, she does look like a decent fighter, to be fair. Most of her wins as well come by submission, so I just think that Amarim is the better fighter here, really. I mean, she looked good on a good winning streak as well. So I'm going to back Amarim to get another submission. Now, moving up the card to Azamat versus Mitroposo. Now, Maxim, the Kazakhstan man, 15-2. I mean, he was 15-0 at one point in the UFC when he beat Tyson Nam in his debut. Got the split decision win there. But since then, he has lost 2 fights in a row to Charles Johnson and Tagir Ulanbekov, who, to be fair, are both pretty good opponents at flyweight. So I do think he's still a decent fighter. Is Maxim? He's got a good record, to be fair. His opponent, Mitroposo, is an American man, 9-3 record, 27 years of age. He's not been great since he come to the UFC, really. I mean, he was 8-9-1, I think, but then he lost a split decision to Andre Lima, then also lost a split decision to Summerderji. So I mean, he's getting close. He's 2 split decision fights, but he has lost both of them there. But so I feel like he probably could get the job done. Raposo. I mean, it's both these guys haven't done well in the UFC, to be honest, but I've got to back Maxim here, really, and I think Maxim gets the decision. Now, moving up the card to Chris Barnett versus Hamdy Abdelwahab. Now, what a fight this is, guys. I mean, Chris Barnett, the GOAT. I mean, he's the heavyweight GOAT on this card. Tom Aspinall's there, but this guy should really be champion. Barnett, I mean, he's 23-9 now, 39 years of age. I mean, damn, I didn't even realise he was that old. He last fought Kennedy Ezechukwu in his last fight. Got KO'd in round number 1. Then he hasn't fought since 2022 before that. So, not been too active recently. He's not very. I think his size like 5'9", and he's like he just looks very fat. But his opponent Abdelwahab isn't that great of a fighter, to be honest, either. He's an Egyptian man, 4-1 record, 32 years of age, so he's got the 7-year age gap on him. Currently, he was 4-0. I think, well, 4. He had a no contest as well to Dontel Mays, but because if it was that he was on steroids or something, I'm not sure. But he had a couple wins, beat Jamal Pogues by split decision, then just lost to Mohammed Usman in his last fight. That was a great fight, I've got to say. What a fight. But honestly, this could either be a great fight or the worst fight you ever watched. I mean, we'll have to see. But I've got to back Abdelwahab here. I can't back Chris Barnett at 39 to get the job done. I mean, it would be funny as hell if he manages to get another spinning kick KO or something. But I'm backing Abdelwahab. I mean, he's probably going to win by decision, but I'm going to have faith in him to get the KO. Now, moving up the card to Jose Delgado versus Nathaniel Wood. Now, a really fun matchup here. I like this one a lot. Jose Delgado is a 10-1 American man, 27 years old. Currently on a really good run. I mean, he hasn't. His only one loss came back in 2023, and since then he's been on a 7-fight winning streak, all wins coming by finish. I mean, he's a dangerous man. I mean, he's got a KO in the Contender Series, then 2 round 1 finishes as well. Just beat Hyder Mill, who was undefeated in his last fight. So I mean, he's a pretty good fighter. It's Delgado. Nathaniel Wood, on the other hand, Englishman, big up the English guys on this card. 21-6 record, 32 years of age. He's also a very good fighter. I mean, I like him a lot. He just beat Morgan Charrier in his last fight by decision. Beat Pineda before that. Did lose to Naimov, but in the UFC, I mean, he's 9-3. He's got 3 losses, but I do think he's a good fighter. But it's a shame he has to come up against Jose Delgado, though, because Delgado is really good here. But I don't think Delgado's going to be able to finish Wood. I think Wood is a good enough opponent in this fight to be in it, be competitive. So I'm going to back Delgado to win by decision. Now, moving up the card to Walter Walker versus Louis Sutherland. Now, Walter Walker, the heel hook merchant at the minute. 14-1 Brazilian man, 27 years old. He's like Johnny Walker's half-brother, a step-brother, or something like that. He's somehow related to Johnny Walker. I don't think it's like actual siblings though. But I mean, he's been on a good run. After he lost to Rębecki by decision, I thought he was one of the worst heavyweights on the roster. And then he's just come out with 3 submission wins in a row, and I was like, damn, that's incredible. But he's doing really well at the minute. He's a pretty good fighter. I mean, he has 6 wins by KO in his career, 4 wins by submission, 4 wins by decision. So he's quite well rounded, to be fair. I don't know how he lost in his debut. That was stupid. But he's fighting Louis Sutherland, a Scottish man, 10-3. I mean, I spoke about him on a different prediction video when he was meant to fight someone else, Justin Taffa, but Taffa pulled out. Of course he did. If he's not been cut from the UFC, the Taffa brothers, like, what are we doing here? But currently on a 4-fight winning streak coming into this fight. Just got a KO in his last one as well this year. He's a decent fighter. Lost to some like alright opponents in like Bellator and PFL and stuff. But I think Louis Sutherland does look pretty good, but I don't think he's beating Walter Walker at the minute. With Walker on the winning streak as well, beating some decent guys in the UFC. I don't know if he's going to get the submission here against Louis Sutherland. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if he gets another heel look. I mean, imagine the scenes. But I'm just going to be real and back a Walker win by decision. Now, moving up the card to Mateusz Rębecki versus Ludovit Klein. Now, really fun fight here. Like both these fighters. Rębecki is a 20-3 Polish man, 33 years of age. Just coming off a pretty good fight against Chris Duncan. I mean, he always puts on a great fight as Rębecki. He's just a warrior. That win over Orobai was one of the best fights I've ever seen. That was so good. I didn't think he'd lose to Chris Duncan, but Chris Duncan's on a great run at the minute. He's doing really well. And he lost to Diego Ferreira before that. But he has some good wins, to be fair. Rębecki, and he always puts on a show. I like him. Ludovit Klein, on the other hand, is a 23-5-1 Slovakian man, 30 years of age. Also a very good fighter. He's was on a pretty good run in the UFC. I mean, like, he started off not too well, went 1-2, but then since then he had a pretty good run until he fought Gamrot recently. But Gamrot's like high level lightweight, so not the worst loss to have on your record. But I think this should be a fun fight. I like both these guys. They're good. Klein is pretty technical. He's a good fighter. So I can't pick it. I think it could go either way by decision. But I'm going to back Rębecki to win this one, I feel like he's got it. So I'm going to back Rębecki to win by decision. And now, moving up again to Ikram Aliskerov versus Young Park. Now, Aliskerov is the Russian man, 16-2, 32 years of age. Bounced back with a win in his last fight. Got the KO over Andre Muniz. I mean, he's been getting KO'd quite a lot recently. But he bounced back after he lost to Robert Whittaker by KO in that fight. I mean, he's only had 2 losses in his career. One to the champion, Khamzat Chimaev, and then one to Robert Whittaker. So, not bad losses to have on your record, really. And around that, I mean, he's pretty good. I mean, he's got 7 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission. He's 3-1 in the UFC. I mean, yeah, he's a pretty dangerous guy. Young Park, on the other hand, is a South Korean man, 19-6, 34 years of age. I mean, I love the Irontail. Probably one of my favourite fighters. He's just a cool guy. I like his dance moves when he wins. But lost a split decision to Andre Muniz in 2023. But around that, he's done pretty well in the UFC. Got a lot of wins by submission himself. Went on like a 3-fight win streak. All wins coming by submission. Just beat Nordiev in his last fight by decision. And got a split decision win over Brad Tavares as well. So on a decent run coming into this, 2 fights in a row. But I think Aliskerov is a level above Park. I mean, Park's decent, but I think Aliskerov is a good fighter. Had a little blip against Robert Whittaker, but he's bounced back with a win, and I reckon he's going to get another win here, so I reckon Aliskerov is going to get the KO. And now, moving up the card to Nasrat Haqparast versus Quilan Salkild. Now, Haqparast is an Afghanistani man, 18-5 record, 30 years of age. Currently, 5-fight winning streak in the UFC. I mean, he's doing good. I mean, he lost to like Dan Hooker and King Green, but why is his name King Green? Bobby Green. Let's say his right name. But he's been on like a 2-fight winning streak at the minute, both by split decision. I mean, like I'm pretty sure, I can't remember fully, but I'm pretty sure both of them were contentious, like robberies. I think maybe the Rivovich one, people were saying robbery. I can't really remember if that's true or not. But he might be robbing his way up the rankings here. But he's a decent fighter. I do think Haqparast is quite good. His opponent is Salkild, the Australian man, 9-1 record, 25 years old. So definitely a prospect in the UFC. He's won 2 fights already since they won on the Contender Series. Got a KO over Jubbly, then got a decision win over Ashmuse. So not too bad wins, to be fair. Starting his UFC career off, only lost once in his career, and that was his first ever MMA fight. So he looks decent, on a good run at the minute. So both these guys coming into this fight on a good run. It's going to go to decision, I feel like, and let's hope that for Salkild that they don't rob him, because I think Salkild should win by decision. And now, moving up to the main card now, Aleksandar Rakić versus Azamat Murzakanov. Now, Rakić is a Serbian man, 14-5, 33 years of age. Not on a good run, to be fair. On a 3-fight losing streak. I mean, all to people in the top like 5 of the division, like Jan Blachowicz, Yuri Praska, and Kalaev. So he loses to some like good opponents, but he's a decent fighter, to be fair. Rakić obviously has some like great KOs and stuff in the UFC, but not done too well recently. I mean, his last win was in 2021. I saw a stat that was like Kevin Holland's fought like 16 times since the last time Rakić got a win in the UFC, which is quite funny. But Azamat Murzakanov, on the other hand, is a Russian man, 15-0, 36 years of age. So he's getting on a bit, too fair, but he's still doing pretty well. I mean, he's on last 2 fights he's won by KO over Ribeiro and Manyfield. He's beat some decent opponents in the UFC, currently 5-0, won on the Contender Series as well. So, I mean, he's undefeated, got some decent wins in his career. So I do think Murzakanov is pretty good. We'll see what happens in this fight. It should be a decent fight, I think. But I've got to back Murzakanov. You know, he's looked pretty good, undefeated as well. Rakić not doing too well recently. Might have improved for this fight. I mean, it's Murzakanov's a step down from the opponents he's been fighting. So we'll see. But I'm going to back Murzakanov to win by decision. Now, moving up the card to Alexander Volkov versus Jailton Almeida. Now, the number 1 contender fight at heavyweight, because there's not many other people really. But Volkov, 38-11 record. The Russian man, 36 years of age. I mean, he's fought like everyone really at heavyweight. I mean, he's been around for a while now. Got robbed in his last fight as well. I mean, he was on a really good run. With like got some finishes over like Romanov, Tuivasa, beat Pavlovich, was really impressive. Then got the win over Gane, but got robbed, and that was pretty annoying, because I swear like it was definitely 29-28 to Volkov. I don't know how Gane got that split decision, but we're here now, and he's fighting Jailton Almeida, who is probably one of the best heavyweights, to be fair, at the minute. I mean, like, there's not much competition really, and he's pretty good. I mean, he's a Brazilian man, 22-3 record, 34 years old. I mean, his only loss in the UFC was to Curtis Blades, and that was just I don't know what he was doing there. He went for a takedown and decided to just like hug his legs until he got KO'd. That was not a great decision from him in that fight, but he bounced back. Now he's got 2 finishes in a row over Romanov and Spivak, and got the KO in round 1 in his last fight. I mean, he's good. I mean, he gets a lot of finishes. 13 wins by submission, 8 wins by KO. I mean, he's got really good grappling for a heavyweight, and he's utilising it, man, because not a lot of them can do much from the bottom. So Almeida is good. So is Volkov. This should be a good fight. To be honest, I'd like to see Almeida versus Aspinall, probably his best matchup you can get in heavyweight at the minute. So I'm going to back Almeida to win this one, and I reckon he gets the finish here, to be honest. I reckon Almeida gets the sub. Now, moving up the card to Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Bautista. Now, I can tell you my pick already for this. it's probably gonna be a boring fight in it. Nurmagomedov's gonna win by decision. I've already seen the pre-written scorecards, to be honest, in this fight. It doesn't even matter. Mario Bautista has to KO him, or else he's not going to win by decision. But obviously, Umar, a good fighter, was undefeated, of course, until he fought Merab, and he was at 18-0. Then lost the decision there, which was very impressive from Merab. I think a lot of people doubted him to beat Umar, including myself, and he got the job done by decision. Pretty good there. Bautista, 16-2, American man, probably one of the most hated people in the UFC. After that Jose Aldo fight, apparently he still gets messages from people saying what he did to Jose Aldo. Got the split decision win there, but bounced back as well with a win after that against Patchy Mix. Got the decision because Patchy Mix stood there like a body bag. I mean, how bad is Bellator? Patchy Mix was really good, and he's just lost 2 fights in a row, and he's looked awful, to be honest. Patchy Mix, yeah, terrible fighter. But obviously Bautista's a really good fighter, to be fair. A lot of people hate him, but you can't argue. He gets the job done, man. He's not bad. It's going to be a decision win. Both these guys. I don't know what the line's going to be for over 2.5 rounds, but it's not even going to be worth betting on. It'll be so low odds. But I've got it already. Nurmagomedov to win by decision. Now moving up to the first title fight on this card. Virna Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dern. Now, how on earth this is a title fight? It's crazy. Both these women should not be near the belt, to be honest. I mean, I swear, I don't know why. I don't know if because it's what's his face, Wei Li fighting Shevchenko, so she had to vacate the belt. But I mean, I don't know if she's planning on staying up there, or Dana doesn't want people being 2 champs anymore. But yeah, this fight is just a bit pointless, really. I mean, we've got Jandiroba on a really good run, to be fair. I've doubted her a couple of times, but she's getting the wins. Got the win over Jan by decision in the last fight. Beat Lemos by submission. I mean, she's pretty good. Obviously lost to Mackenzie Dern the first time they fought. Lost the decision, but that was back in 2020. And she's got better. I mean, Jandiroba's looking good. She's 37, but age doesn't really matter in women's fights, really, because they're all the same. It just literally makes no difference. Mackenzie Dern, on the other hand, is 15-5. American woman, 32 years of age. Currently on a 2-fight winning streak herself. Beat Ribos by submission. Beat Godinez by decision. Lost to Lemos and got KO'd by Andrade before that. So I don't know how Mackenzie Dern's anywhere near a title shot, to be honest. But she is. Got the win in the last fights. But I mean, I just don't think Mackenzie Dern's that good, really. So it's hard to pick a winner here because a women's fight. Jandiroba's on a good run. So I'm going to back the Brazilian woman in Jandiroba to get this job done by decision. Now moving up to the main event. Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane for the heavyweight title. Now, Tom Aspinall finally got the belt off John Jones. Took way too long. Basically took a year or 2 out of his career for no reason whatsoever. But he's finally fighting. I mean, obviously, we know how good Tom Aspinall is. He finishes everyone in the first round. He's just a good fighter. Englishman as well. What more can you ask for? Ciryl Gane, on the other hand, the Frenchman, 13-2. 35 years of age. Didn't even realise he was that old, to be fair, Gane. He's getting on a bit. But obviously, he's alright. I mean, he's lost in Ngannou, lost to Jones. That's his only 2 losses in his career. I mean, annoyingly, Gane is quite good, to be fair. He's actually, for a heavyweight, he moves well. He's actually he's pretty decent, to be fair. But Tom should win this fight so easily. I'm just scared. You never know what's gonna happen here. Gane, I hate him. Don't like him. But I feel like Tom's gonna win by KO here. I think probably maybe submission. He got submitted by Jones. Might do him the same way. But if any fight's gonna go out the second round, out of the first round, I think it's gonna be this one. I don't think Tom's gonna be able to find the finish in the first round. But second round, I think Tom will probably get the KO. So there are my predictions for UFC 321. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of my picks. And that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed me, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.